Welcome to my kitchen, everyone. Today I'm doing something new. It's called #BakingWithButton, and I can't believe I haven't thought of this beforehand. Amazing idea, so thank you to the person on Twitter who suggested it to me. Today I'm baking banana bread. It's a very simple recipe. Here's a quick overview of what you're going to need. Some walnuts, they're optional, but you can also use chocolate chips if you want. Some flour, and look at my cute little goose containers, I adore them. You'll need 1 egg, some baking soda, a little bit of salt, some baking powder. This is a little bit of milk. You'll also need some vanilla. This is actually a vanilla bean paste, which is kind of unique, but yeah, it's a little more potent, but I love it. You'll need 3 to 4 bananas, and as you can see, mine are already quite ripe. 3/4 of a stick of butter, some brown sugar, and that's pretty much it. I have a whisk, a bowl, and my banana trays. Before you get started, just preheat your oven to 180 degrees, that's Celsius, and I think it's 350 Fahrenheit. So the first step, I'm just taking my bananas and I've already put my baking soda in there. And next I'm just going to pour the milk in, like so. Oh, these are so cute. And then I'm just going to mash this together. I just like to use a fork, and I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but I don't like to crush my bananas too much. I like them to be a little bit on the chunky side, just so when you actually bite into the bread, it's just like a nice little surprise of moist, delicious banana. So once you have your little mixture here, you just want to leave it alone for the next 5 minutes. And what we're gonna do is mix most of our dry ingredients together in a bowl with a whisk. Here it is. I'm just really excited to use this thing. So this is really easy. I'm just grabbing my flour, putting it into a big bowl. Here's some more flour. I'm sorry, goose's neck. And then I'm adding my baking powder as well, and my salt. And now I'm just going to really quickly whisk this together. This is oddly satisfying. There you go. Now that is done. I'm using one of these mixers, but you could use hand beaters or just your hands if you've got lots of muscles. I'm just going to pop in the brown sugar into the bowl. And next I'm adding the butter, which is softened. Do not put hard butter in there. I've tried that. Boom, there you go. And then I'm just going to lower this down and turn it on. Once it's all mixed up, it should look a little something like this, and try not to eat this because this is the most delicious mixture ever. Butter and sugar, whew, it does it for me. It's time to add the egg. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh, I love it. Okay, so take your egg, and here we go. I'm gonna try to crack it. I am not a pro. Nope. Round 2. Next I'm adding my vanilla, but I'm not adding as much as you should if you're just using vanilla extract, because as you can see, it's a lot thicker than normal. Remember this banana mixture from earlier? It's time to add it into the bowl. Oh yeah, listen to that slapping sound. Okay, and now let's just mix it together. Now I'm just adding in all of the dry ingredients. I'm just adding it slowly though because I want it to mix through properly. And let me just tell you, if you add it too much at a time, flour goes everywhere. I learned that the hard way, one too many times. So I'm just gonna keep slowly adding everything. Okay, there you have it. I don't want to overmix it because like I said, I like my bananas clumpy. So I'm just gonna try to get as much of the batter out of here as possible. Okay, and now it's time to put it in the pan. You're probably wondering why I have a little piece of butter in my hand. It's quite gross to feel it, but it is essential that you butter the pan. And I know some people use like the sprays or whatever. I just use whatever's left from the butter. And I just kind of put it inside because if the bread sticks to the pan, there is no removing it. Trust me, things can get very messy. So just put that in all over the sides like this, and I just kind of mush it along like that. This is a messy job, I know. It's not the most pleasant, but make the most of it. You know what? This is fun. So once that's all over there, you know that bread is gonna come out nice and easy, like a well-oiled machine. It's just gonna shoot right out of there and you're gonna have no problems. So I'm going to butter this pan as well. And then I'm gonna get pouring. Oh yeah, buttery times. So now it's as easy as plopping the batter into the pan. Oh my gosh, the banana bread batter smells so good. I think it actually smells better than when it's done. But don't worry, it's good when it's done too. So just put that in and then just kind of spread it along the bottom. It will rise, so I know that looks like a pretty sad banana bread, but trust me, it will rise. This is just a really big pan. Add the rest to the little pan. This is a baby banana bread, and then the parent banana bread. Easy as pie, or should I say, easy as banana bread. So as I mentioned earlier, walnuts are optional, so I usually just, oh my gosh, this is going crazy. I usually just add the walnuts to one loaf. And it just adds a little crunch factor to the crust. And I'm gonna leave this one au naturel. All right, so now it is time to put the banana bread in the oven to turn it into bread once and for all. So the banana bread should take around 60 to 70 minutes depending on your oven. And what I usually do at this stage is the dishes, because we've made a giant mess and you've got 60 or 70 minutes to kill, so you might as well clean it up. Because if you live with someone else, like your parents or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever, they're gonna get pissed if you don't clean up your mess. So I'm gonna clean this up, and then I will be back when the banana bread is finished. Usually I just poke a little toothpick in the bread, and if it comes out clean, you know it's done. As you can see, the bread is now totally baked, and it's just been cooling for, I'd say, I don't know, an hour or so. Obviously, this was a very basic recipe. There's so many ways you can make banana bread tasty. You could even put the walnuts throughout the batter. As I mentioned earlier, you could add chocolate chips, or even raisins would be good. I haven't tried that before, but that could be good. So experiment, people. Now it is time to try. Should I go for the walnut or the regular? I think I'm gonna go for the baby one. Ooh, it's still warm. There's the piece right there, the real test, the taste test. Really good. It smells good too. That's pretty much it for my banana bread recipe. I hope you loved it. Make sure you give me some ideas on what you'd like to see me bake next. I'd love to do some healthy desserts, more like healthier recipes, but still baking, but still tasty. But I do love some banana bread every now and then. It's such a good treat. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. If you try this at home, make sure you tweet me at @EssieButton with the hashtag #BakingWithButton. Didn't remember that for a second, #BakingWithButton. Subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. But this is a parrot, and it is my new vase. Actually, no, it's not a parrot. It must be a cockatoo. Cockatiel? Cockatoo or cockatiel? I don't know what the difference is.